the next gen races here, and obviously they're on a little bit of a roll. 4 top 10s in the last 4 races overall. So that 43 is got some good stuff going on.
All right, we're going to continue here with our post-race media availabilities here from the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race. We've now been joined by our race winner, Brett Moffitt. Congratulations, Brett, on that win. We'll go ahead and open for questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start here in the back.
I'm Justin Schuler, kicking the tires. First off, congratulations. Does this mean that you have a contract waiting for you now when you get back to the hauler, or like what does this mean? What does this mean for you personally first, and now for 2024?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces. Looking forward to 2024. Obviously, being the fact that I don't have anything signed for next year at this point, I have more angle or more leverage. Moving forward, hopefully a little bit from winning a race. It's been 3 years, and I've never won a speedway race, so this is cool to check off the bucket list. But yeah, I doubt there'll be one waiting on me, but hopefully in the future we can speed things up and figure out what we're going to be doing next year.
Okay, we'll come up front to Lee.
Congratulations, Brett. Happy to see you back in here. Can you just talk a little bit about how much maturity and experience played in those final stages? We saw a lot of, moves like Eckes. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but all of a sudden he just, slipped out and hit the air and went backwards. I mean, but how much did your experience and maturity play into this win?
Well, I feel like I've gotten a lot better super speedway racing. Obviously, in the Xfinity package, I've been up front more. I've had more confidence. I've started to make more moves that are working instead of getting me sent to the back. So that was good, and just studying film. I mean, it's that and the spotter when we come to these places, and when I think it was the 19 pulled out off 4, whatever, going through trial, I tried to chase him up a little bit, and then my immediate thought was watching last year's race and how it ended. The driver that was leading the bottom line didn't get back to the bottom to cover it, and Ben had been a great pusher all day, and he was pretty committed to me, and Ford did a great job executing that, and I didn't know what was going on to my right. I couldn't see it, but the spotter, Clayton, started freaking out as soon as we crossed the line, so I figured we did what we needed to do.
And also, as a kid who grew up in Iowa, and have been around racing most of your life, what would you think about Iowa Speedway getting a cup race?
Absolutely love it. I mean, did you guys see the IndyCar setup this year? Like, that was nuts. The concert lineup, it's the fan count started to die there, but we didn't have an event like what is going on in IndyCar now when they go there. So if we could set up something like that, which I'm sure it's very capable, very possible, it'd be great to return to Iowa, whether it's all 3 series or just a couple of them. I would love to go back and race there.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
Well, someone did pay for it, and it was a good turnout.
All right, additional questions? Okay, we'll come up front to Steven.
Steven Toronto, CBS Sports. Brett, congratulations. I know we talked in the garage area yesterday about the paint scheme you were driving and how it was a throwback to your rookie year in Cup. But what I remember about that season is that you had a successful rookie campaign in Cup. You won Rookie of the Year, but it didn't really lead to anything substantial for the next year, and you still kind of had to really fight for your career all the way until I feel like that 2018 season when you ended up at Hattori. So considering that, did you ever think in your wildest dreams that, man, one day I'm gonna get that something that looks like that car back, and I'm gonna drive it to victory lane at Talladega?
Well, we're still fighting. You're never not fighting for your career when you're in the top 3 series in NASCAR. Outside of a handful of the great Cup drivers, you're always fighting year to year to secure the best opportunity for you. So don't think that it's a walk in the park, but That being said, I never saw this coming together. First of all, I was out on a bike ride, and Jerry Freeze calls me and asked me if I wanted to come run Talladega for him, and obviously I jumped at that opportunity, knowing it's an off weekend. And he said, "Okay, let me work on my end, get some sponsorship together to cover it." And he called Marcus with Freight Auctions, and they jumped all over it. First of all, the fact of it coming together, being the same 34 car, which is what I ran in the Cup Series for them, same paint scheme, same teams, same sponsor, and then to go out there and execute and win the race, like that's pretty unreal, especially at a super speedway. So I never would have thought it could have gone as perfect as it did.
And then you mentioned Jerry Freeze and everyone at front row. How have you seen, just in limited time working with him again? How much has that organization changed, do you think, since you were there in 2015?
Oh, it's night and day. Bob started out, and we were just talking about this earlier in 2013 and years before that. He was, just trying to make races. And then once he got, locked in, then it was how do we improve? And over the last 8 years, it's completely different. I watch, Cup timing and scoring every week. Normally they're practicing after we qualify. And if 5 years ago you would have seen the 34 in the top 10 on a regular basis on speed, you would not believe it, right? And now they're doing that. And then the truck program they built is obviously a championship winning team as well. And they're fighting for another championship this year. So he's taken his time to build it, but man, he's building a very, very successful program.
Thanks, Brett.
Yep.
All right, any final questions? All right, Brett, congratulations again on that win.
Thank you.